Blue Beetle number 15, written by Tony Bedard, art by Scott McDaniel. Last issue left off with Jaime getting off of the Scarab planet with a guy named Moonrunner and the other Scarab guy, Kaji Kai, being trapped on the planet. Meanwhile, Sky Witness, the dude after the Scarab, managed to hitch a ride. So, we open up with Jaime's family being notified by Brenda and friends and whatnot of Jaime once again disappearing. And apparently that was only this morning, which I guess makes sense. But weird how long that's actually been in real life. So yeah, he's only been gone for like a few hours, but he's missing again. Then we cut into space and Jaime is holding Moonrunner at a gunpoint. He's like, turn around and go get my friend. And it's like, first off, the planet exploded. Second off, who's your friend? And he's like, Kaji Kai. And he's like, Kaji Kai is like a war criminal. He is the worst, and he's your friend. So yeah, maybe I just don't understand. Also, since when have scarabs been able to make friends? And he's like, well, he was, and since we blew up that planet, we've given all the scarabs back their free will. And Moonrunner's like, I don't think that's how that works. But anyway, what do you want from me? And it's like, I want you to take me back to Earth. And it's like, all right, where is that? And the scarab tells him it's Sector 2814. And at that point, Moonrunner pulls up a map and is like, that is literally way too far away. I can't, if we're going to get there, and I can get you there, but we're going to have to make some pit stops on the way. But first off, let me see if, there's any chatter about you online. And they pull up so it's some sort of reality show, but in space, where there's a guy who's being hunted down, and so it's like, yeah, it's just a reality show, don't worry about that. And he clicks over the channel, and he sees that they basically have a reward on his head for bringing in Jaime and his Beetle. And Jaime's like, that don't even think about it. He's like, I'm not going to turn you in for the reward. Clearly, you could kill me at any point, but we're going to have to go the long way around to get out of reach space. So we're going to have to go through the Tenebrian Dominion, which is run by Lady Styx. I think Lady Styx popped up during the Zero issue, maybe. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, Jaime's like, all right, cool, let's shake on it. And the guy's like, I don't think that means what you think it means. And turns out in his species, shaking hands is how you reproduce. So Jaime's like, all right, I'm done with this. Let's just go. So they make their way to this planet where they're going to have to do their first tune-up. And Moonrunner tells them, stay on the ship. We don't want anyone down there noticing you. Because it's basically Tatooine down there. Like, we're going to that sort of place. But Jaime's like, I can just turn myself back into a normal-looking human. I can deactivate the scarab. And Moonrunner's like, I didn't know that was a possibility. And he's like, I'm the only one who can do it. So they make their way down. And we see that Sky Witness has also made his way off the ship. And he's trying to follow Jaime. They make their way into a cantina. It is straight up Star Wars. And as they get in there, all guns are drawn on Jaime. And Jaime's like, all right, I don't know how you recognize me, but if you want the reward, you're going to have to fight me for it. And everyone's like, who the hell are you? We all want the reward on Moonrunner. And they're like, this guy's wanted too? I didn't even know that. And Moonrunner's like, yeah, I maybe made some bad deals before. So then Jaime suits up and shows off his true strength. Like, that's right, I'm a scarab. I'm with the Reach. You want to get him, you got to go through me. And everyone's like, you're teaming up with scarabs now, Moonrunner? And he's like, yeah, so who's going to help me get my parts? So cut over to Lady Styx Dominion, the Tenebrian Dominion, where Jaime used a communicator to call out into the cosmos and try to let his family know that he's okay, but he does it under the guise of Blue Beetle. He's like, this is Blue Beetle, just letting the family of Jaime Reyes know that he's totally okay. Got it? And Lady Styx intercepted the message and was just like, he seems interesting. Go and get him. I command him at my presence. She tells her two, lackeys, and the lackeys are like, yeah, sure, awesome. And turns out that they also found out he's wanted, and that the Scarab planet is blown up. So it's like, cool. We were at war with the Scarabs. Now that their planet is blown up, we might actually win this war. And I'm going to use that Blue Beetle as a contestant on The Hunted, which 95% chance that's the reality show from the start. Anyway, someone agrees to do the tune-ups, but when they arrive, the assistants that were working on it have been killed, and wouldn't you know it, it's Sky Witness. And Blue Beetle's like, how in the hell is this guy still here? So they start fighting, and the Scarab's like, I don't know this guy. He must have been, because of the DNA and how I can't hurt him, he must have been one of my hosts that I rejected at some point. And Sky Witness is like, rejected, huh? Rejected? That's how you see me? And Jaime's like, how can he hear you? I thought you were a voice in my head. Anyway, he asks for a big gun. He's unable to do so because the Scarab can't hurt Sky Witness, so they're just in a fight for themselves. And as Moonrunner tries to make his escape, he's stopped by the two lackeys. And he pulls out a gun, and it seems like he's going to shoot the lackeys instead of the guy who agreed to help fix their ship. But wouldn't you know it, he shoots the guy who agreed to fix their ships. And it turns out that the lackeys are there because Moonrunner actually did call in for the reward when Jaime wasn't paying attention. So it's like, I hope you have my reward money. So Sky Witness binds up Jaime and some sort of weird like spider web substance. And he's like, I will get you back even if I have to dismantle you piece by piece. But before he can do any of that, the lackeys show up, they blast Sky Witness off a platform, and they basically have taken Moonrunner hostage as well, and are saying like, oh, don't thank us, we're here to bring you into The Hunted. So that's where the issue ends. Next issue is the final issue of this series. Doesn't feel like a penultimate issue. It feels like we're setting up for a new arc, but I guess, I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. It's very strange if this is going to be the last issue. I enjoyed it. I think art-wise, it's a little bit different than what we have been getting because it has consistently, up to this point, been Iguara doing it. But it feels proper. It feels right. The fact that we're in new settings really helps the art fit in a bit better rather than seeing familiar settings with new artists. So overall, I got to give this one I'll give it a 7. I don't know, some of the jokes just weren't quite landing for me, but I do still recognize that it has quality. It is a decent, work. So yeah, 7 for this.